Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, if this is your first time seeing me, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, as usual, thank you so much for coming back. I know that I took like a long break from YouTube, but I'm trying to come back slowly. Things have been busy, but like I said, trying to come back slowly. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving an updated cost of living video, because the last video I made, I was a student. That video isn't on my channel, but it is on the University of Glasgow YouTube channel. I will link that in the cards, and also it will be in the description box. So if you're a student and you want to know what it will be like, then you can go watch that video. However, this video will be like post student life. So I'm no longer a student and now I work full-time. So some things that I usually would not pay for as a student, now I pay for them. So that's why I think this video is important, because you would know what you would pay as a student, and when you finish studying, you would know what you'll be paying while you work. First thing I will be talking about, which takes up a large chunk of my expenses, will be my rent. So for my living situation, I'm renting a 2-bedroom flat with someone else, and I have one room, she has the other room, and we have one bathroom. So we share a bathroom, a kitchen, and the living space, which I'm in currently. So the living space is actually quite big, and there's a kitchen which is quite small, and the bathroom's fine. The rooms are also good sizes, so it's not that bad. The flat did come unfurnished, which was like a sort of amber flag for me, but at the time I was really looking for a place to stay, so I decided to go for this flat. So it came unfurnished, everything in this flat besides like the fridge, the microwave. I think the microwave, we got that. So the fridge, the washer, and the freezer, and the gas and cooker were all furnished, so they all came with a flat, but everything else we got that ourselves. So my flatmate lived here before me, so she got most of the stuff, and then I came in a few months later, and then I got the rest of the stuff that we have currently. So for this flat, I pay £475 per month, and this is just my share of the rent. My flatmate also pays £475 a month, and this does not include any bills at all. The next part will be bills. So for bills, I've included electricity and gas, water, council tax, and Wi-Fi. So for electricity and gas, we pay around £65 a month, and this is just my share as well. And then for Wi-Fi, it's £15 per person. And then for council tax, so this is the part that you would not usually pay as a student, which you should be happy for, but once you finish your studies, they leave you for like the month that you're still in university. So I finished in September, and I was expecting like my bills for the council tax in September, but I did not get that until November, which is good, and I was happy for that. So I missed paying for September, but in November you will get a letter from the council saying that this is your bill, and you either have to pay by direct debit, or you pay by cash at the post office, or you pay, how else do you pay? But there are many options that you can use to pay. But once you are no longer a student, you have to pay council tax, and council tax is £176 per month. I just got my council tax bill for 2024/2025, and I found out that I'm paying less now than I used to. I don't actually know how it's calculated, but the last year I paid like 176, 177 a month for council tax, but from next year I will be paying like 120-ish. So it's actually a good reduction. I don't know why that happened, but I'm happy for it. So that's all for bills. Next part will be groceries, and things are getting expensive, like the shops. Like if you go to the shop to get like groceries, you see that it's not the same price as it was like 5 months ago, which is crazy, but that's just the reality of it. If you're the type that always orders in from Uber Eats or restaurants, that will always be more expensive. Cooking your food will always be more affordable, but it just depends on you and what you have, like the money that you have. Also, your dietary requirements. Some people might be vegan, some people might eat meat, and some people might be vegetarian. I found that if you want to eat good vegan food, it might be quite expensive. Not really expensive, but obviously more expensive than like dairy products or like meat products. So if you have those dietary requirements, you have to take that into consideration. But personally, for groceries, I spend about 20 to 25 pounds a week on my groceries. The next part is transportation, and this is really important. So as a student, you will get like student deals for transportation. When you're getting your tickets, there's like a student option. However, when you're no longer a student, you don't have that luxury, so you have to buy normal adult tickets. I personally use the bus anywhere I go because I like to get the monthly bus pass, and I use this pass to go anywhere. So it's really just tap when you get in, like the whole month. Even if you travel 15 million times within the city, you can use that bus pass. So I like to buy the bus pass. It's expensive, but if you get the single ticket, if you get the weekly ticket and you calculate what you would spend every week for 4 weeks, if you get a single or a weekly ticket, the monthly ticket is less expensive and has more worth, so I just get the monthly ticket. And the adult monthly ticket for first bus, which is the bus I usually use, is £62. Obviously, from time to time, if I'm going like from Glasgow to Edinburgh or Glasgow to some other city that's nearby, I will not be using this bus pass because this bus pass is like a city pass, so I can only go within Glasgow city. I can't go outside of Glasgow. So sometimes I get like the train pass to go out of Glasgow or another bus pass to go out of Glasgow, but that doesn't happen like every month, so I'm not going to add that. But like a ticket, if you get it early, it can be like £10. So if you're getting it like close to the date that you're supposed to travel, then it can be up to like £17. So always get your tickets beforehand, especially if the trip has been pre-planned and it's not like sudden. The next part will be care products, and in this section I've included my hair care products, my facial moisturizers, my sunscreen, my body care products, sanitary products, like everything is in this. And I spend £20 per month for my care products. The next section will be going out. So this doesn't take a huge chunk of mine because I try not to go out too often because I don't have that luxury. Some people are rich enough to go out every single week, every single time, and that's fine. I usually would go out every 2 weeks. Things are expensive. There's no way you would go out, get drinks and get food for less than £20 unless it's at like Wetherspoon or Block. So Block in Glasgow is really cheap, so it's really good. But I would say like you would £15 to £20 is what you spend every night out, and this only includes like one drink. If you're getting more than one drink, it will be more expensive. So I would say £20 a week for this. So I would usually go out like twice a month or 3 times a month. So if it's £20 every week, that would be like £60 for a month. The next part will be miscellaneous, and this includes like my data subscription, my Netflix subscription, Amazon Prime, Apple Music, because all these things you have to pay for them. If not, you don't have access to it, literally anything. So I would put a bench at like £15 a month that I spend on these miscellaneous subscriptions. So this is usually what I would spend in a month. Obviously some months will be less than this. Like if I go out less, it will be less than this. If I go out more, it will be more than this. But rent will usually take a huge chunk of your expenses. So if you live in a more expensive flat, it will be more. If you live in a less expensive flat, it will be less. Also depends on where you stay. Council tax as well, I forgot to say, also varies by where you live. So there's like council tax band. I live in a flat that is a council tax band C, so that's why my council tax is that amount. If you live in a band A, it's the cheapest, band B, and the higher you go, so A, B, C, D, E, F, G, the higher you go in the alphabet, then the higher the amount is. So you can see like a band G flat like in town, and it's like the council tax might be more than the actual rent. So this is what I spend in a month. I just wanted to give you guys an idea and an update to what it's like and what bills you need to pay once you're done with your studying. And the total cost of my monthly expenses comes up to £913 a month. Obviously, this is just like a blanket and an average amount. I don't spend up to this some months I would spend more depending on like what I'm getting or like what I'm doing or how that month is. If I maybe had to get a gift for someone, or like my friend's birthday, or I got invited to something, I might be spending more. Or if I also need to get something for myself, or like for my room or my decorations, it will be more. Other times I'm like, I need to save more this month, then I obviously will spend less. I will buy cheaper options and maybe even like not buy food all the time, just cook what I have. So if you want to be conscious of your spending, you can and you should do that. If you don't want to be, that is your choice as well. But I hope that you guys found this video helpful. If you have any questions, you can pop them in the comment section. Let me know what you think, and you can also head over to my Instagram. My Instagram handle will be in the description box. Well, it's just pkelechi with 2 eyes, but you can see that in the description box and you can ask me any question that you would like. For now, I will say goodbye and I'll see you guys in another video.